with WGL Europe. Whew, boy, this will be quite a tournament. ToD versus Cash in the lower bracket semi-final. Once again, it's about survival. We are about the 3,000 viewer mark here, live on twitch.tv/back2warcraft. Welcome to all of you. It's once again Russia versus France. We've seen this in the winner bracket quarterfinal already. This was a win for ToD with 2-0. Cash had no solution against ToD's play right there. Night End streak is over. He was the human slayer. Not anymore. The last two remaining non-Night Elves fighting against each other. And here are your players. Cash, man, he's trying so long to get to an offline event again. His last one was WEC 2014, 4 years ago to this day. Well, for ToD, I guess it's actually a little longer, but he didn't try in the meantime. Casting StarCraft and PUBG and whatnot. It could be his tournament right here. Top 2 make it to China. We're down to 4 players, and we're cutting down to 3 after this match. ToD versus Cash, map number 1. Last Refuge again.
In the new patch, we have seen variety a lot more in pretty much any matchup. Same for this one. The hero of pre 1.28 was the Blade Master pretty much, but he received a lot of nerfs, and with that came a lot of change. We saw the Farseer becoming more prevalent, and even the Shadow Hunter. But his Cash here is sticking to his old guns, the tried and true Blade Master it is once again. This is a pretty damn good Blade Master map. Lots of claws and other stuff to find, to stack him up on, and perhaps, even more importantly, not the greatest Farseer map. You ideally want to have medium creeps to take out with the wolves, and yes, there are some, but the big item carrying ones are usually heavy armor, ogres, and all that. Super early shop here, going for the heal cells immediately, not even creeping for his own ogre warrior. Footman saw this. Was ToD, excuse me, paying attention. So unusual to have ToD here. When
exactly, man. Late stage of a European qualifier, the brain immediately thinks that it's Hawk, but nope.
And starts off with the claws here. That's very nice for him. Quick tech here for the human as well, as ToD is starting.
He's
already
even faster.
A player's forces are
or at least at the same time. It's pretty dope.
Really quick. Blade Master, if he steals all of the creeps here, or most of them at least, he keeps the AM on level 2. That's the idea. That's the dream. That's quite a bit of mana already, though. He's trying to counterplay against it, going for the little one first. He's gonna get this, but what about the bigger one? This is more important. And ToD is playing really well against this Blade Master here. This last hit is vital, and it goes to Cash.
Yeah, man, but he still has this Nightcrawler up. It's turning nighttime soon again. We have seen this so many times. Blade Master has mana for one more Windwalk, getting the Nether Footman here. And preventing level 2.
Here's the Nightcrawler again in the shadows.
He can go to the to the lab with his here and cause the reveal. It's a little gold though. Oh no, he gets it. And that is finally his level 2. He has one more Water Elemental. Oh, Blade Master's coming in! Just a split second too late. That would have been disastrous. So much time invested for ToD for this level 2 here. Blade Master's back to 50% HP. But with the nerf on the agility, not the biggest damage, but the grunt comes in to make up for that, getting another Footman.
Is he stuck? He's stuck. He's stuck!
Oh. Miserable.
ToD with the bait. That was so amazing. What a bait. He intentionally sent the footy back there to set the trap. Holy shit. That is some world-class level play.
Yeah, absolutely. ToD has shown some great ideas. ToD has shown some great action here in this WGL qualifier. This must have been his best action to date by far.
And this usually is a very hard level 3 AM map, but suddenly he's almost there already.
For years and years, people said, like, losing a level 1 hero is not the biggest of deals, but it actually is. Experience-wise, timing-wise, it delays the Shadowhunter or TC, whatever he's going for, a little, but it should be the SH. Both heroes are level 1 now. By so much time, off of Cash, who couldn't creep in the meantime. And yeah, Totem first. Beastery second. Hero delayed. Shadowhunter it is. ToD on the other side. Mountain King. 1 Sanctum for now. Lacking a little gold. But it's gonna be double Sanctum, most likely.
At least he's gonna get the footy here, but ToD is also kind of the king of denies, but doesn't get that one. Pretty hard to do with a big damage from the Blade Master.
Cash got a lot of footmen. So creeping is not easy for ToD at all. And what did he do up at the lab? Okay. Maybe just hiding a little. And almost another kill. Oh, the militia's blocking. Now the Mountain King is there, but another kill here. Mana for the Windwalk, so the surround doesn't do too much. Reveal used, but escapes.
But that is the last Windwalk for a while. Maybe with that security, he can just go for his merchant. Like right now, with Militia, that shouldn't be too hard to do. But instead, he is going to the left. And we have a big donation here coming in from a Russian name that I'm sorry, but I cannot pronounce. Thank you for stream. You are the best observers. You see, I told you. I told you.
Thank you very much for the 20 bucks. Yeah, I can't read it myself, but much love to Russia that you prefer us over the Russian streamers. That's a cool sign for us, for sure. Mountain King again has the boots. I like that play. Archmage is putting in good damage with Claws and Mantle here. +9. And this is level 3 for him. Got the unthankful Lionhorn of Stormwind. What is Cash doing in the meantime? Level 2.5. Wand of Mana stealing good against the Mountain King. Trading mana there. Sorcerers are coming, of course. So effective against orcs in general. And Mercenary access for ToD now.
Moving over actually to his gold mine here. Not creeping the bigger camps with the laboratory. Maybe he wants to wait on his militia. He wants to solo creep the MK. Okay, that makes sense. In any matchup, I think, ToD a big fan of Clap. I've seen it a lot against Orc as well. I think even here he prioritizes it. Yeah. In Asia, at least we used to see it very differently. In the late game, it used to be steal the Spiritling and then Stormbolt and then focus fire and take out Raider by Raider. One by one. But ToD seems to prefer the spread damage. In the middle, the two might be meeting now.
Yeah, I was trying to point something out, but that is time for later. Blade Master has the big invul going for the Archmage here, I guess. Clap hits the blade. Could be a follow-up with the Stormbolt now. But the heal wave is a little earlier. But that could open an opportunity to go for that Shadowhunter. Big healing being used. Gets the Berserker in the back. Level 3 for the Blade Master. Could be critical strike. Level 2 Shadowhunter. Still a possible target. More militia coming in. Reinforcements for ToD. Looking good for him. 39 supply for the human. 43 for Cash, though. Archmage still has a town portal. Cash trying to force this town portal with another Ensnare. Good control. Mountain King. No mana. Ensnare again. Going for the Hex. Is this enough time? Backstab. No, it's not. Gets the revenge kill at the same position where he lost the Blade Master. Oh no! Raider is falling though with all the militia coming in. 33 supply left for the human, but Cash is about to drop some serious supply here as well. Blade Master still healthy. No danger for him really with the Mountain King being low. Going into Windwalk. And that's about it. Dust settles. 35 supply for ToD. 43 for Cash. Man, what a comeback with this execution as ToD buys back the Archmage from the tavern.
Yeah, so expensive. Really good execution is exactly the right word there on the AM. I really don't think he can win that fight, but he can kill the hero and kind of get ahead that way and then fall back. A bit of a mistake maybe from ToD not TPing out in time. You could really see that hero focus coming in. Speed scroll, and it was only a matter of time before the Hex was going to come in. But alright. We are with a fairly sizable supply advantage now. For Cash, he's moving across. He's got the Raiders, and that means Ensnares, and that means kills. Going for the Priest here. Leaves him alone, actually. Respecting the human army.
Because she's better. It's better than your army, Remo.
Obviously. I mean, that's a known fact.
Tillerman fact still viable in 2018. I do like ToD's building placement here, by the way, because like Cash was behind, and then it's always an option to go for like Raider lane, but he blocked it all. Really nice SimCity with the farms in front of the keep.
Yeah, the shop might be a bit of a vulnerability. If that should get attacked, might fall pretty quickly.
I think it's rare, though, that Cash will attack from the left, because here's the choke, and that's great for ToD. So he had to go all the way here to attack the shop. I don't think it's a problem.
So, Overlord now. It's gonna be a big drop. The Claws plus 12. Finally something powerful on the Blade Master. Didn't have too much before. AM again very far forward here. May just find himself in a hero kill attempt once again. He's not going for the TP. If a Hex comes in, this could be his death. Where's the TP? There's the Hex again. Where is the TP?
Second mistake in a row for ToD, losing the first hero. This time the Tavern isn't near, and this time the End Snares should result in some kills. Getting the big Ogre Mauler. Nice investment by ToD, but how long will it last? The Blade Master is a bit out of position. Can't go for the damage at the moment. ToD is re-engaging with this heal ward here, throwing in another clap, slowing down the entire army. Really nice move. Only losing the Mauler so far, but he's still re-engaging into this. Not willing to run away from these End Snares. The Breaker falls as well. Another long range End Snare. Actually saving that Breaker. Not losing too much. Getting away with the black eye.
Dude, but it's a dark black eye. It's,
yes.
38 supply with the AM still dead. Cash can just move forward here. Yep. There's no first hero. He has his own shop coming up in the back. Could have perhaps gone for one a little bit closer. Oh, but everything here is a little bit bruised. He does have Skull of Healing, right? Yeah, he does. That was massive value from that. Mana Potion on the MK. But what if he dies? Doesn't have an invul, but has Spirit Link. He's pretty tanky. Oh, the heal ward in the back. Really nice. For as long as it does exist.
It's not being attacked, so this provides a lot. And Cash is about to drop 9 supply here, but no, there's another heal wave. Mountain King still on his own. Archmage still quite far away. How long can ToD stay in this fight? With Malicious Support, a little longer. Mountain King with another mana potion. Big investment. He wants to survive this, and he does. This clap is so powerful.
Oh my God.
Drawing him back.
Dropping so low. Holy
this is
shit.
Incredible hold by ToD.
Oh my God. Only the MK. That was so sick.
Seriously, without the without the first hero. But it's only 31 supply for him, 55 for Cash. But look at this. 3, 6, 9, 12 supply are super bruised. But there's heals.
He can steal the invul as well, away from his opponent.
AM is back. But man, he invested so much into items when he really had to rebuild the army. Cash feeling comfortable at 55, so he's losing gold to upkeep. ToD is not. Maybe if he can delay the next fights and not lose the reinforcements, there is an opening back for ToD. But okay, you were right with the shop, by the way.
Yeah.
No breakers anymore. That's the last one.
And now, gonna start to lose farms. Pillage will be there soon as well. ToD is trying to creep up more, trying to level up more here as much as he can before having to eventually come home. But he's losing so much in the process, and this is still a scary, scary big orc army. Backed up by an SH with a lot of mana. Finally, the item for the MK. It's the Periapt, not bad.
But ToD is supply stuck. 35 supply out of 36. He can't produce any more units. Town Portal far in the back. If he can win a fight, then only with Malicious Support. But no shop support anymore. Mountain King on the prowl. Wants to get some kills, but he's bruised as well.
This is looking like a pretty uneven fight right here. Going for the MK right away. Invul pop to make sure he has the damage. And the damage he does have. That's the hero kill on the Mountain King. And that usually means the end. With a big laugh, ToD says goodbye to map number 1.
Indeed. And that was revenge for the winner bracket quarterfinal yesterday, where Cash wasn't able to take a single map. But Last Refuge, I guess, was his map. A pretty good Blade Master map. The Farseer maps for Cash didn't look quite well yesterday. So I wonder, I mean, ToD will go for a smaller map, will go for a Farseer map here, I guess. Amazonia, for example, would be the one of them. And then it might be looking better for him.
Maps that we're left with, though, is Turtle Rock and Terranas.
Ah, okay.
Turtle Rock should be in the Orcs' favor a little bit.
Except if there's close position, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's always the danger. But Terraner Stand is the map that ToD decides for, and that is a very good human map, especially in matchups where you can expand. Especially in China as well, we've seen lots of MK first, actually, expansions against Orc, working out pretty well. Is that something that ToD is familiar with and comfortable with? Or is he just gonna stick with standard on one base?
Okay. Yeah, good question, man. I haven't seen him play expansions versus Orc, I think. So I would suggest that he sticks to one base. Worked out well yesterday. But the two big mistakes of delaying the town portal, if that doesn't happen, it looks good for him, especially after the Blade Master kill in the early.
Yeah. I think it was also a little bit too greedy by ToD, deciding to not go to his merchant, but rather solo creep the MK on the gold mine. That's such a big deal. Getting or not getting that invul, even if the big boy is gone already, the invul is so important. And if you don't have the invul, you can't have your AM in positions like this. ToD a little bit frustrated with that last game, but he kind of only has himself to blame, to be honest. Let's see. New map, new chance.
Indeed, ToD of course very experienced. Can he manage his temper? Is the question. He should have the experience for it after years and years of competing as a pro Warcraft player. Cash here. Seems like no barracks. Could be a faster no barracks tech super early.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure that's what this has to be. Otherwise, well, we've seen some Blade Master fast shop without a barracks as well recently. Okay, and that's what it is. There it is. Could also be a Farseer, but knowing Cash, yeah, he trusts in the Blade.
Yeah, he played Farseer yesterday once on AZ, which is totally understandable, I guess, with how the map is designed. So small, good for harassments, not very good for a Blade Master. So it is an early BM shop before barracks. So late grunts and more items on the Blade Master here for more harass. Or, well, you can go for the middle to creep up the 2 permanents. Or you harass as, I guess, focused it against Infi at next. You were there to cast it. I haven't seen the games.
Yeah, exactly. You can creep even without a shop, but yeah, he does have the shop. I guess he's gonna go for a set of heal cells or 2 and then try to get those claws in the middle. But what's ToD gonna do? So it's not the MK play that we see in China quite a bit. AM gonna go for the Merc Camp, get his level 2 right away. And get level 3 without too much problem here at all. Question is expansion, yes or no, and he's stopping to make any farms or peasants, so it's probably not an expansion.
Alright, creep number 1 went of mana stealing, could be nice, but what is... Okay, Cash going for the items as well. Both players gearing up, no early aggression this time. Cash totally switching up his game with that. Also, so far, perfect Rogue Wizard creep. There you can feel the less agility, right?
Yeah, takes one more hit, I guess. He's got double circlet already, so he took a detour to get the first one and now gets the next. If you're lucky enough here, you're gonna end up with a lot of awesome items on the Blade Master. Stacking inventory here, very easy for the Blade. Getting a lot of experience early, not that easy if you go for the creep route, as you can see. Still, oh, the footy. Threatening it, but he can just... Depends on the damage roll here, if he gets it or not.
Yeah.
Really nice play by ToD.
Nice
Delaying this,
gamble.
nothing else.
Here we go. Claws of attack for him. But that bought quite some time.
Yeah. Time for the AM to keep on creeping. To almost get to level 3. Blade Master looking in the inventory of the AM must be thinking like, ooh, I'd like to have those as well. He sells one of those slippers, goes for the dust instead. Pretty poor items for ToD, to be honest.
Yeah.
Could have been way better than what he found. But still, great experience for him, if nothing else.
Cash is looking for the expansion, but there's nothing happening here. Sees an illusion, but that's about it. Tier 2 tech for Cash, halfway through. ToD once again quite fast, a little slower than in the last game compared to Cash.
And this Blade Master is very strong right now, even with only level 1. These stat boosting items, very nice for him. And the AM is trading quite a bit of health here for this. Don't know if that's the right call. What he could do is just take the AM and like all of his footies, go to the north, go to the little green camps there, and then send out militia and creep the other green camp. And some experience should be gathered somewhere for that ever so important level 3.
Yeah, he will get it here. No way that Cash can deny all of it. He's going for the Archmage right away. Okay, maybe he forces him back with one more footman kill. I really like that he never allows ToD to get to like 6 footies or so.
Yeah, he's putting excellent pressure on the human here. That last hit goes to the AM. That's not quite enough. He needs one little more kill.
But this won't be allowed by Cash. Yes.
This is such good play by Cash here.
More Windwalk, yeah. He's so ready for this.
Oh, last Windwalk. He could be surrounded now.
No.
But he could easily fight out, I guess.
Double Sanctum. This time the second one is a little faster, plus the Mountain King and Archmage. Tanking with the illusion. But not anymore. Doesn't get the kill here. Oh, it's so close.
Oh, it's a little painful to watch here.
But there we got it.
Finally. Going into the main, this is gonna be... this is dangerous, right? This is an S8 right on the corner. Nope, it's not lining up. Not exactly. Blade Master stealing the item carrying creep on the south side. It was the Boots of Speed.
Really nice. Totem and Beastery, of course, for Raider Walker. ToD sees this with the Water Elemental Scout, but he's a little behind, and he's facing elimination once again. Psychologically, so hard, man. He was down against Night End already. And now this happens for the second time. Shadowhunter is out. More creeping.
And now, it is easy to creep with the MK here, but the outskirts of ToD's map have mostly been taken out here, as the big boy is missing already, so that will not be his level 2. And when he leaves kind of his, I don't know, peninsula, then it becomes dangerous. Can't rely on militia support too much. It's gonna be a long ways to go. And Robo the Major here for Cash, also very nice. Blade Master almost level 3 now already.
Looking really good. Mountain King gets up to level 2 though. Oh, actually not. Very unlucky to not have Stormbolt or Clap, whatever he did not prefer. In this matchup, not much changed actually. So it's still Raider Walker against Mass Casters at the moment.
Yeah. We saw a lot more Farseer coming into play, but that's also, you know, preference thing. Not every player likes it so much. And can play it as well as perhaps Lin can.
Or Rotterdam.
Or Rotterdam, of course. King of the Farseer. So once again, game slowing down. A lot of creeping going on. There's the clap. Pretty effective here. If you can land it against all 5 of those creeps. That used to be at the natural. Has been switched around. This is why this is such good expansion map nowadays. Easy Mercamp, easy Expo, easy level 3. But in this matchup, still hard.
Yeah, and ToD is getting level 3 here on this Mountain King.
Wow,
level 2 and the Mana Stone. Wand of Mana stealing, okay. Mana Stone, insane. In combination with a Brilliance Aura. Blade Master's coming in for the steal on the Dark Wizard. Oh, he's revealed though. And, oh, not going for a Stormbolt.
Yeah, but as I say, he is revealed. And actually, Cash expanding on 40 supply. Whoa, that looks very greedy.
Potion of Greater Healing here for the Mountain King, but yeah, there it is.
Items for the MK are absolutely amazing. Yeah. Still think he should really go for an Invul though. Invul has crazy value.
Yeah, Invul breaks the focus. That's the big thing. Why it's sometimes or oftentimes better than a heal potion. Of course, a combination of both is the dream. Throw the Beast again. It should be a second one. Yep. Is that a spell? If not, it's pretty good. There's not.
No, there's not. And not enough breakers at all yet to steal all of it. Only slowly starting to come out. Hex on the MK wants to keep him away to not allow the bolt chase.
50 supply for
Force me
both.
to get away. And this expo timing is so weird. I'm not sure ToD is gonna scout for it.
He was sending militia in the north. There is a lumber mill. I don't know if he wanted to start a tower push or not, or a supported push. Hard to say. Or Cash got it, right?
Oh, it's
Mana
the Mana
Stone
as
as well. Is that a big pickup for the Shadow Hunter? It's so big. Look at this. He got the Robe of the Magi and the Mana Stone now.
And that's
maybe a game-winning pick here by Cash.
Mistake that's not allowed. You have a Dust and just Stormbolt as well. Like you have two ways of securing this one. And he gives it away. And unfortunately for him, it's like the best item on the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Things are getting tougher and tougher for Mr. Rifleman, who's not playing Rifleman here in this matchup. 2 breakers. Yeah, as you said, not enough. Not nearly enough. Rune Braces, also an item for the shop. Lady Luck is not with ToD. He's going Blacksmith now. And Long Rifle. So I don't know if he's listening, but he's going Rifles now.
But he's also going up against an expansion in a moment, and he has no clue about it.
Yeah.
None at all.
Close to level 4 SH. Level 3.5 Blade with 2 claws, 2 circlets, and boots. Mountain King is level 4 as well. Archmage will be level 4 after this one. So Brilliance Aura 2 helps a lot. Especially the priests, who are looking very thirsty for mana. Now he sees it. Invis Footman.
But so late, man. But he's walking back. He knows that there's going to be a counter-attack attempt, which is exactly what's happening right now, with Cash having TP here as well. That inventory for him is just absolutely crazy.
Still no Invo Potion though. There is going to be a lot of heal wave, so maybe that makes up for it.
AM once again far in the front line.
He's pretty much naked except the scroll. Mountain King looking okay, but not insane. 60 supply for ToD, 63 for Cash. Opens up with a Stormbolt, could equalize here.
I think ToD could just counter expand, couldn't he? Is he really...
Doesn't have the resources.
Is he really all in? Yeah, he just needs to cancel a couple of things. He can cancel 2 breakers and then he can expand.
Expo's up and running for Cash. He really wants to end this, as it seems. But yeah, you shouldn't allow the Blade Mass and the Shadow Hunter to get to 5, so I can understand that.
I don't know, man. If, the new Blade Master level 5 is not as scary as the MK level 5, in my opinion.
But the Shadow Hunter has so much value on level 5.
Clap Blizzard, Neo. What happened to your faith?
ToD is not playing Blizzard.
Not yet.
I love it, but haven't seen Blizzard all tournament from ToD.
And Cash is going for the smart strategical play. Don't take a fight. You don't have to. You're the one with the expansion. You can drag this out. You're supposed to drag this out. And he's gonna force a TP back here pretty soon. But the expansion is in trouble. Can ToD possibly kill this before having to go back?
We have a base race. Heal wave rattles through, no tower anymore. This one is in construction. How much damage can he do to this Expo? He's taking out the peons first, so no repair. What will the Riflemen provide? What will the Breakers provide? Not too much, as it seems. The Raiders, of course, superior. Trying to steal a lot of stuff here with the few Breakers that he had. 64 supply for ToD, 62 for Cash. So he has the upper hand. Forcing it back home. Expo down. ToD with a surgical strike, forcing the TP back. His base is still alive, but a lot of losses in the economy. Not too many peasants anymore.
Yeah, that was expensive. Certainly. He is actually fully mining here, and the lumber for him is okay, but...
Cash has 800 gold.
Yeah, he was able to save so much gold.
Triple Kodo. 68 supply for Cash. The Expo is gone. That was quite a big investment. ToD's still at 60. Of course, he can't go for more units now, as he has to replace the workers, but he doesn't. Is this an items into all-in push?
I mean, he still has the lumber that he needs, kind of. Casters cost barely any lumber. So he doesn't need them just yet. What's more important is invols. Does he have one? Still no invul. I can't believe. Oh no. Okay, now on the AM. Finally.
But no TP this time. Once again, aiming with the hammer, but he's going for the Archmage and Snare. Invul immediately popped. Breaking the focus, as we said. Slow on the Blade Master. Is there a Stormbolt left? Yes, there is, but he needs the mana for the clap. This one was great, but he needs the follow-up. Archmage is a little safer this time. Raider falls in the front. Second one about to fall. Dispel on all the slow. Mountain King is coming back in for another slow, maybe? Not really. Breaker standing strong. Dispel against the summons in the back. And that works out nicely, but that was the last one.
There's still the Mana Stone, remember. The MK in a lot of trouble right now. Using the potions, he needs to get out of this surround. He has the clap. He has the Stormbolt as well. Controls the Blade Master with this one. So many ensnares, but it might not quite be good enough to get rid of this MK.
Whoa.
So much mana. And the Invis as well.
Heal Scroll being used for cash here. He still has the mana potion on his unit as well. 50 supply only versus the overtowering 61 Invis on the Archmage as well. There's no potion at all. And the Mountain King is in trouble. He used everything Invis, but there is Ensnare revealing clap. But that's the kill again. Cash finding the opening. ToD on the retreat. All of a sudden it's 56 versus 56 supply. Equal footing, but Cash is on the prowl. His units are still healthy. He still has the Mana Stone. This Shadow Hunter looking very, very good. The Archmage is not doing anything. He can't cast anything. The Mountain King out of the game. Benched for such a long time. Blade Master doesn't have to be careful about whatever Mana Stone being consumed. And that's more healing for the Blade. Heal Scroll for ToD. But how can he make up for it? The Kodo Beasts have not eaten, but providing the aura, of course. That is the damage. He's taking out the next Berserker. ToD is falling apart here. Everything is still healthy, though. There's no militia, mind you. He can't call them.
That's just so much healing. Oh my god. And guess what? One more kill and this SH is level 5. And I'm seeing the kill happening right here with a crit. Couple more right clicks. And that is level 3 heal wave now. Can
got a heal
really
scroll.
hold on against all that.
The Mountain King is not even close, man. Heal Scroll available for more healing once the mana is gone. The Breakers being picked one by one by these mighty, mighty nets, and this mighty, mighty sword who's getting even more mightier with a level 5 Blade Master around the corner. Is this the killing blow? He's going for the Archmage. Is this the tournament life for ToD? He's holding on to that potion, but for how much longer? Opening a little path here with the Sorceress, blocking it again. Invis, this time not be cancelled by an Ensnare. Mountain King just produced. He cannot get him back faster. Casters are falling. No reinforcements. He's hiding behind his buildings, but these buildings will disappear. Level 5 on the Blade Master. Critical strike level 2. Archmage far away. No Blizzard. This would be the perfect position for Blizzard, but
No way. This is the end, it seems like. Unless the Frenchman can conjure up a couple of magic tricks right now. Cash just moving forward. This is the last heal wave. How many did we see this fight? Like 15 heal waves. How are you supposed to be able to last against this? Well played. And that is it. Cash gets his revenge, wins, and eliminates ToD here. And gets to the top 3.
indeed. ToD showing fair sportsmanship once again, like he has across this entire tournament, giving rematches to Foggy, to Night End, being like as fair as one can be. Big props to ToD, making it to the top 4 in Europe here in this first qualifier. Cash got his revenge though, and Cash is as close as it gets to China. One more best of 3s. No, one more best of 3. He is in the lower bracket final as the first player. He will meet a Night Elf, that's for sure. The Night Elf will come from the Ukraine, that's for sure. But is it Foggy or Sonic? That's the answer here. Respect to the old schoolers coming back and raising some hell, especially yesterday. Today, ToD was a little different than yesterday. I feel there were mistakes that he didn't do yesterday, in my opinion. The double town portal, of course, on map 1 started it all. But I hope we see him again on in the qualifier number 2. He is automatically qualified, doesn't have to go to the open qualifier. So, Johan, I hope I got the pleasure to cast your games again. Next match is the first decision of the day. A best of 3 between Foggy and Sonic. The former Vice World Champion steps in the ring against the Lunatic. It's going to be a best of 3 for 1 ticket to China and for the grand final of the WGL European Qualifier number 1. We go into a little break to refresh and set up, and then it's winner bracket final time. Stay tuned.